Hi everybody, my name is Hannah and this is Pepper and Pine, and today I have a super simple pizza tutorial to share with you. We are making thin crust pizza. So to begin this, you're going to need 2 cups of water in order to make your dough. I'm using lukewarm water so that it can rise a little bit faster. I am also using a whole packet of yeast, but you can definitely use half a packet or less if you have a bit more time for your dough to rise. To this, I'm going to add about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. You can also use regular sugar if you'd like. I'm going to mix this all up and then we're going to add our flour. Now, you can leave the sugar out as well if you prefer. The sugar does help the dough rise a little bit faster. So we're going to mix this up really well. You do not need to knead this. You're going to see it's quite a sticky dough. You're just going to cover it and let it rise for about 3 to 5 hours. You do not need to punch it down after it rises. You can see that after 45 minutes, you still have a bit of ways to go. Now in the meantime, we're going to crush 2 heads of garlic for our chicken as well as our topping to our pizza. I had 2 full chicken breasts cut and cleaned into fajita strips. Next, we're going to put this on the stove on a high heat so that we can cook these quickly. I'm adding a little bit of grapeseed oil. You can use any oil of your choice. We are also going to season with some salt and some garlic powder. You can just put as much as you would like. We love garlic, so we're also going to add some fresh garlic to the chicken. Now you can see that the chicken is going to cook really fast, so you want it on a high heat because the chicken is going to release a lot of moisture. Now you want to be sure not to overcook your chicken because you're also going to be baking this later and you want to make sure that the chicken stays moist. So I'm going to turn off the temperature now that it's nearly done. I'm also going to turn off my fan. And now we can go prepare the thin crust pizza. I have these short trays. They're perfect for making pizza. I'm lining it with some parchment paper and you can see that the dough has risen really well. Now this is a sticky dough, and if you would prefer to roll this out, you'll need to add some more flour. You can completely do that, that's fine, but I'm just going to go ahead and use this sticky dough and just kind of spread it using my fingers all across the parchment paper. Now to that crushed garlic, I am going to be adding some olive oil, and this is going to make up the sauce for our pizza. I'm just going to mix it a little bit and then I'm just going to start topping this pizza. Now I had intended to make this for the adults and I had different pizza for the kids, and it turned out that the kids really liked this pizza as well. I was totally surprised. I'm using a 4-cheese blend as well, and I found this one at Trader Joe's, but you can use any kind of cheese that you like. Once I have an even layer of cheese, I'm going to add the chicken to the top here. Just going to get this all spread out over the pizza. Now it's time to top with a little bit of mozzarella cheese, and this is the cheese that I always use for all of my pizzas. It melts really well and it browns beautifully. So once I get an even coat of that cheese, it's time to add a couple of garnishes that I think the adults are going to like, and that is the jalapenos, and even chives would work. It's time to bake this in the oven at 430 degrees for about 11 minutes. Do check on your pizza. Each oven is different. I have a convection bake oven and it works beautifully with pizza. So you can see how beautiful this pizza turned out, and I'll tell you, there were no leftovers of this pizza when I served it to my friends and family. Don't forget that you can check out more of my food recipes by tapping on the playlist right here. And if you want to see what we are eating on a daily basis, don't forget that you can find me on Instagram at Pepper and Pine.